So before I start this video, I just want to say that this video is fair use and all the media used in this video is used for criticism or review in a transformative way. All the information I present is public information and everything else is alleged, a joke, or just my opinion. The first thing I want to talk about is TRISHA, Paytas, and GABBIE HANNA. GABBIE HANNA recently went on Drama Alert to talk about her music, and one of the songs is written for and about TRISHA Paytas. She says in the interview that it's not like made with any hate or anything, it was allegedly like for TRISHA to sing, but then she didn't want to perform it, and GABBIE HANNA actually really liked the song, so she decided that she was going to do it. But then TRISHA Paytas wasn't very happy with that, and she went on Twitter saying, "This bitch is clinically insane if she thinks I've ever tried to contact her in the past few weeks. She's the scariest actual literal psychopath on the internet. The spiral she is doing is scary and I'm at the center of it. Why? Are you so obsessed with me? If GABBIE HANNA murders me, blame KEEMSTAR for enabling it. I'm not kidding. The way he was egging on an actual psychopath is insane. She just told him, it's not like I want to see her burn or hurt. Bitch, who even thinks that?" KEEMSTAR tweeted out saying, "You are this mad? I interviewed GABBIE HANNA on Drama Alert, OMG." To which TRISHA responded saying, "LMAO, you just asked me last week to be on Drama Alert for an interview about nothing. Please, I'm not that desperate yet. GABBIE keep bringing up rice gum drama but hates drama from 4 years ago. Next time ask her why she never paid or credited her producers early on, why her early songs are taken down. You keep pushing psychopath Keem. The fact that GABBIE thinks I texted and called her a few weeks ago is the very reason I have 24-hour security. She is not well. Thank God nobody watches her anymore. The psychopath might actually start hurting people. Keem thinks everything is all fun and games until somebody actually dies. GABBIE HANNA just randomly said on Drama Alert that she hopes I don't burn or get hurt. She's a danger for real. Keem has egged people on to the point of somebody dying before. It's scary. I'm genuinely scared. My TikTok has all the proof of OG GABBIE instigating anytime I had to defend myself. Best line, GABBIE on Drama Alert. I hate drama. It's bad for my mental health." Keem tweeted out saying, "Honestly, fuck you, TRISHA. You are sick as fuck. To use somebody's suicide for sympathy in YouTube drama, you are just as shitty as Ethan for this scumbag shit. His family, his friends have asked people to stop using him like this. Stop using him, dumb bitch." TRISHA responded saying, "Stop egging mentally ill people on. GABBIE is not well. She's very delusional and very dangerous. Just learn from your past mistakes. You egg people on to this day. Learn. Doesn't take away from what you encouraged and continue to. You gave a platform to somebody who was threatening people, and not only that, but encouraged and laughed with. This is a very serious issue beyond what you could possibly comprehend. Unlike other people, if harm comes to me in the form of GABBIE, blame KEEMSTAR. GABBIE is mentally ill and Keem is egging her on because drama is slow. I have 24-hour security with GABBIE's picture." And then she posted these videos.
"Hey KEEMSTAR, from one fat fuck to another, get your fucking shit together. Don't blame GABBIE HANNA for my death because she's mentally ill. You have no idea why I had to hire 24-hour security, you sick fuck. You think bringing up drama is all fun and games until you're egging on a mentally ill person. Saying I'm starting shit, saying I'm instigating shit. I'm fucking scared for my life, you dumb son of a bitch. And guess what? The sad truth is, yeah, you have egged people on in the past. Was it right? Was it a mistake? Are you sorry for it? I'm sure you are. But you're still a dumb fuck because you keep instigating serious fucking crazy people on your show. Yeah, you've had me come on the show before. I'm not fucking mad. You've asked me to interview on there before. I don't give a fuck. You are a slimy, scum of the earth piece of shit. That's why no one likes you and you don't care. You're all fun and games because you're in fucking New York. No one gives a shit. You're gonna retire. You got your money, whatever. Fuck you, Keem. I've had serious life-threatening things happen to me, and fuck you all the way. You've enabled a mentally ill person. So if something does happen to me this weekend, you guys, family, anybody, don't blame Keem for it. Blame Keem. Mentally ill people are mentally ill people and need to get help. Blame Keem for enabling it, you fake fucking son of a bitch. KEEMSTAR asking who the fuck is gonna believe me. Well, guess what you did before? Egging people on, saying just do it. Just fucking do it. Aren't you weak for not doing it? It's the same fucking thing. KEEMSTAR saying no one's gonna fucking believe me. And guess what? Guess who's gonna believe me when I'm fucking dead? You stupid piece of shit. Defending Leafy, defending all these pieces of shit that got banned from fucking YouTube. I hope you're next, KEEMSTAR. I hope you're next. And if I fucking die, blame fucking KEEMSTAR. And you know why you're mad? Because it's the fucking truth. That's why you're mad. Because it's something that's gonna be on your fucking conscience forever. You enabling these people, stirring up drama, instigating shit is how people fucking die. And it's why you keep getting blamed. Think of all the other people I've gotten blamed for death. No other YouTubers. That's why you're fucking mad, because you know it's the fucking truth. And you laughing, you saying Jesse's jumping on a hate wagon. You dumb piece of shit. She was fucking raped. And finally, I was the first person to fucking say shit. You know how many other people have shit on GABBIE that she's fucking mentally abused, physically abused, has been a rotten to the core fucking person. Do some fucking research, you fucking fat gnome. Remember these words from fucking KEEMSTAR that he told me. No one's going to fucking believe you. Remember that. He told me no one's going to believe you. He told someone else, just jump off a cliff.
TRISHA, you're on some bullshit right now. You're on some fucking bullshit. We've talked trash to each other. We have fun on Twitter for years. But you're crossing a goddamn line. Like, what the fuck are you on about, right? You're mad that I interviewed GABBIE? I offered you the same interview. And you said, oh, you hit me up and didn't tell me what it's about. First of all, that was something separate. I publicly tweeted at you and Gabbie, and I both invited you on Drama Alert for a fucking interview, all right? It was on August 23rd. Look it up. So, first of all, you're lying about that. Second of all, you're saying, this wouldn't be the first time Keem pushed someone to hurt themselves. Fuck you. Fuck you. You've been harassing Gabbie Hanna and bullying Gabbie Hanna for how long? And now you're going on and saying, Keem's going to be responsible if Gabbie Hanna does something to me. Nobody believes that. Who on the internet is going to believe that Gabbie Hanna is going to like break in your apartment and beat you up or kill you or something? Nobody believes that. Why are you even trying to say that? You're just saying that dumb shit to harass Gabbie Hanna more. All right? I'm not on either of your sides in these feuds. I will listen to both sides. I'm trying to stay neutral. But when you're attacking me over some dumb shit, when you're using this man's suicide when his friends and family has asked so many fucking times to stop using this man in internet drama to get points against Keem or whatever, they don't want him used this way because it's not fucking true. It's just bullshit. I don't know, man. I'm fucking pissed at you. I'm fucking pissed at you. You're crossing a fucking line, psycho. And you call her psycho. And you call her psycho. Look at your tweets. Look at your tweets. Look what you're tweeting out. If something happens to me, KEEMSTAR, what's going to happen to you? Nobody on the internet believes Gabbie Hanna is breaking in your house and killing you, you psycho. No one is believing that.
KEEMSTAR captioned that video with, "I'm mad at TRISHA paytas," and TRISHA paytas responded to that saying, "Mad because you have to live with what you said to somebody for the rest of your life, but use me to take your hurt out on. You instigate for a living, and bad things happen as a result. You're playing a dangerous game." KEEMSTAR asked me to come on an interview last week for Drama Alert, and I said no. Only really sad and desperate for attention people go on there to interview about drama. It's so pathetic. And she also retweeted Naylee, who said, "Literally the only time I ever even halfway agree with Trisha is when she goes off about Gabbie. The level of delusion with this woman. She clickbaited Trisha in the thumbnail of her newest video, reacted shadily to her while having a mental breakdown because Jessie put her name in her thumbnail. That's what started this all. She cries every day that she's a victim, that she hates drama and never starts it. Meanwhile, she has started every public drama she's ever had and is now going on Drama Alert to discuss it unhinged. Of course, all this for another shitty song promo. Enjoy a shitty song. Please visit a psych ward after. All I've ever asked of you since May of 2019 is to leave me alone, to stop contacting me, and to stop asking for friendship. I want zero association with you. All this has started because I told somebody I didn't want to be their friend. Scary. Seek help. Maybe she'll get an extra 10,000 views on this video. Gabbie, you'll never be known for your music, just all your clown antics you pull before something is released to clickbait more views. Congrats on your always declining success. You deserve that and so much more. Hey Gabbie Hanna, I know I'm an easy target, but let's not forget about you being 1. A rape apologist, 2. Lying about a man assaulting you, 3. Not paying your producers early on, 4. Not crediting your producers early on, 5. Leaving your best friend on New Year's Eve while she was fucked up, 6. Raising hell on reality shows, making you the worst contestant ever, 7. Leaving screaming voice memos to said producers over them not having the right food for you or asking you to be on set at all, 8. Thinking people's husbands were in love with you, 9. Lying about people's sexual health, 10. DMing underage fans, 11. Manipulating your ex-boyfriend to tears, 12. Reducing a former YouTube rep to tears that they quit. Hope all that is worth the views on your music videos you fund in hopes of getting signed at 30. Hope all your manipulation and downward spiral of your mental breakdown that continues is worth it. Remember when she complained that YouTube was shadow banning her and her income was cut down to a third, but she needed that income to fund said music videos? Perhaps that was a sign from above, Gabbie. I've asked both KEEMSTAR and Gabbie to leave me alone. They refuse. Please don't tag me in anything they say anymore. It's mentally draining me. People will make fun of me and my BPD and it's very serious. I seek help already and this is all too much. I'm not responding anymore. Tana Mojo also finally released the apology video that she has been hyping up for several months now, and people compared like her hair and nails, and apparently it was filmed very recently, like right before she uploaded it. And I'm just gonna go through essentially what she said and some other people's opinions and my opinions on the video. She obviously started off with that entire thing of, "I'm taking full accountability and there are no excuses."
First and foremost, I want to apologize for how long this video has taken. I want to take full accountability for that. It is about holding myself accountable immediately. I want to say I'm sorry and take accountability for the action because that is the right thing to do. If this person is accusing me of microaggression, I need to hold myself fully accountable. I will answer that with receipts and full accountability, and for that I take full accountability. If I could never be fully accountable, it is about holding yourself accountable and expressing to people by not apologizing and not taking accountability for my past. It's about holding myself accountable. My actions, even over the past few weeks, have not been hand in hand with accountability, and for that I can only hold myself accountable and take 100% accountability for my actions. When it comes to the anecdotal drama of both of those situations, I will answer any further questions with full accountability and and receipts.
We've heard it all before, but you're saying it just to appear mature. Like, you don't actually care, so there's no point in acting mature in this situation. There's no need to act like a level-headed, accepting person when you're nothing like that. You don't care about the things that you've done and how it's hurt people. You have no real emotion behind any of this, and it seems like a publicity stunt more than anything else. And I could tell that she didn't really give a fuck because she was so passive-aggressive towards the whole Carl and Nessa situation. She essentially admitted that she didn't really know what microaggressions were, and therefore she didn't really know that she was being microaggressive. And then she says, I wasn't being microaggressive to Nessa, but I guess I was. Which is a contradiction within itself. But you're also trying to tell me, and everybody else watching the video, that you, somebody who's just learnt what microaggressions are, can determine whether or not your own actions were microaggressive towards somebody else of a race that you do not belong to. If Carlin, a black man, told you that you were being microaggressive towards him, and then Nessa, a black woman, told you that you were being microaggressive to her, who are you? Honestly, who the fuck are you to say, no, I wasn't? I decided that I was not. Smokey Glow said in her video, you have had 3 months to figure out how your behavior was microaggressive and you still haven't done that. She mentioned her old tweets where she mocked Amari and made comments and jokes about him picking cotton and stuff like that. And she blames all these microaggressions and all these thoughts and tweets and the way that she just viewed black people on people like Shane Dawson. She said that the reason that she felt this way or that she thought any of this was okay in the first place was because she had surrounded herself with people who thought like this. And she tried to play it off like, oh no, it's still like my fault then because I'm like so mature and like I'm really taking accountability. And another thing from Smokey Glow's video is she seems to mix up the definition of accountability and responsibility because she acknowledges that she has done these shitty things. She just doesn't care and she doesn't think that she should really have to apologize for it. And then she plugs Joe Biden randomly, I guess. I personally feel like, I can't really back this up, it's just kind of the vibe that I got from it, was that like if she gets backlash, then she has the ability to point some of that backlash towards Joe Biden. In the sense like if she can, she will manipulate the backlash and manipulate the situation to make it about politics and getting Trump out of office rather than like her behavior and the way that she has hurt people in the past. She also just didn't contact Nessa or Carlin, so she made this half-assed apology to them in her public video but did absolutely nothing to apologize to them in real life. And they tweeted about this. They felt not very good about it because again, she hadn't said shit to them. Carlin had tried to get a hold of her. Carlin tried to have this voice call or video call with her and she just ghosted him. She realistically ghosted him. So a couple of things have come out about the University of Missouri. Kennedy tweeted out saying, Missouri is hiding COVID cases. You need a referral in order to test, making tests inaccessible. During my appointment they said I have it but wouldn't order me to be tested unless my work required it. They don't want to report my case. And then University of Missouri tweeted out, by not even providing food for students is not only an unsafe living space, but just increased the risk of spreading the virus since students have no choice but to pick up groceries. From another MU student quarantining in an off-campus hotel. Yeah, they straight up don't beat us, so we had to sneak out and pick up groceries from driver. And the hotel has also suspended room cleaning services for a 2-week stay. I'm not sure if they cleaned anything in the room though. The chancellor of the university ended up blocking a bunch of people who were speaking out about the issue, which is incredibly unprofessional. But then some of those people like ended up getting lawyers involved because these were like actual journalists that needed to get the news so that they could like report it and stuff like that. And the chancellor might be getting in trouble on the basis that it is technically like a government forum and he is technically refusing people access to a government forum since there is no official Twitter account for the chancellor of MU, which technically makes it a First Amendment violation. So there's been a hashtag floating around for a few years now, I don't know how long exactly, but the hashtag Oscar So White, which is basically to call out the lack of diversity within the Oscars and stuff like that. But they're now making inclusivity and diversity a mandatory checkpoint to get nominated for Best Picture. So these films have to meet diversity requirements in at least 2 of the 4 categories so that there is more representation of underrepresented groups, which are listed as people of color, disabled people, members of the LGBTQ+ community, and women. So it's like a very easy qualification with one lead role needing to be played by a minority and 30% of the crew being from an underrepresented group. Again, like literally women are included as part of the underrepresented group, so it's not very hard at all, but obviously people are still very mad about it. I'm not entirely sure how recent this is, but there's kind of controversy surrounding Mulan because not only was it like written and produced by like an entirely white team, so it's just a bunch of white people deciding how to represent Chinese culture, but there are people that are upset because the lead actress Liu Yifei, had reportedly shown support for Hong Kong police in 2019. Along with the pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong, Thai and Taiwanese activists are also telling people to boycott the film. And the last thing I want to talk about is Lil Balake. He is a Kiwi TikTok star who was relatively big, but then he kind of like low-key disappeared. But there's been a post going around, or at least was going around, that reads, "Pedophile alert, name Blake Jenkins, TikTok Lil Balake, IG Lil Balake, and Facebook Blake Timmons. Age 18, crime sexual abuse to a child, children. Sentence 2 years supervision, served a few months for breaking bail conditions. Plead guilty in Hawera courthouse. The case was that bad and the victim that young, the papers weren't able to post the details into the newspaper, but fuck y'all, I'm exposing him. I know people from Hawera know this boy, and I know for a fact one of you females on my friends list saw his court papers and still stayed friends with him. Staying silent is just as bad as doing the crime. I don't know where you are right now, but if I ever come across you, I'll be your worst nightmare in person. Share this shit because he's TikTok famous, and no doubt your children follow him." I can't say whether or not this is real, but I have heard that all his comments are turned off, so that's really suspicious to like not speak about it and then just turn off your comments. I still don't think he's talked about this, and this was like over 2 weeks ago. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, if you liked me, make sure to like and subscribe. If you didn't like me, make sure to get in contact with my teachers because I bet you'll have a lot in common, and make sure to stay safe and stay hydrated.